Here we are playing the Sega Saturn, and as usual, we have to set the language. And it was time travel back to 1994. You got the Sega Saturn introduction right there. Let's see what happens here. Well, I guess we're gonna have to reset the Saturn. The action replay did not kick in for some reason. It should kick in this time. Yeah, there we go. For some reason it does that. Sometimes you have to restart it. Let's get the game started. We're playing a Japanese game on an American Sega Saturn. And we're using Japanese controllers, by the way. Touge King the Spirit 2 on the Sega Saturn. Now, previously I did a video on Touge King the Spirit Part 1. And it was quite the impressive racing game on the Sega Saturn. You had the Atlas introduction, all elaborate and fancy. Yeah, let's see what we got here. We're gonna wait for the game to boot up. You got the loading screens and all that stuff. There we go. That's a cool looking loading screen. Look at that. Touge King the Spirit 2 for the Sega Saturn. Look at that. Got the cool press start button shadow. Alright, so looks like it has a little bit more than the last game. We got King Battle, Free Battle. You got the versus mode if you had 2 players. You got training, you got a magazine, photo contest, and you got the options. Let's go into options. See what we got going on in options. And oh man, the first game, options was all in English. I guess they decided to go all out and make the option menu completely Japanese, and I have no idea what anything says, so I'm going to back out. And it looks like the resolution is changing on certain things. It's the blue 720p little symbol that pops up on my my HDMI converter actually pops up every so often. So that means that this game is using multiple different resolutions on certain things. That's weird. The actual box is actually detecting that. Let's go to King Battle. See if it's much like the last game. You choose like probably 3 different tracks, and of course we can save the data on here. We have to name the player. Oh god. Hey, we got some English. Let's just type something in here. Shot. That is not what I want to do, damn it. Racing. Gotta pick our vehicle right here and see what we're gonna be driving. Look at that thing. So stick to the basics. This looks good enough for me. And that looks pretty cool. What should we name our car? I have an idea. Let's see if the Sega Saturn sensors. Maybe the shitbox. So I don't feel too bad if I lose. I'm driving the shitbox. So once again, we have 3 different tracks that we can drive on. Let's try this one over here. And this one, they added like weather elements into it. I guess the first one didn't have that. Let's try some sunshine right there. Nope, we're not going to tune it up, so I don't think we have anything to tune it up with. We're fine. There is a bit of a language barrier on this game, but once you get the hang of it, you can definitely figure out exactly how to play. And the loading screen is pretty fast. The second Touge King the Spirit of the Sega Saturn. You can see that they have like a transparent window at the back window. Oh my god. Oh. Is this automatic or is this manual? I'm wondering. What a clunky ass driving. I'm a horrible driver here in this game. This is bad. The game is not clunky, it's just me. I just can't. This game does use the 3D controller on the Saturn, so I've actually tried that out. You can use the joystick, and it actually handles better than the actual D-pad. I'm using the standard 6-button controller for now. You can see the computer's way ahead of me. Look at that. But yeah, enjoy the graphics. The graphics look slightly better than the first one. It actually looks really good. Like the road textures look really good. The scenery looks really good. Look at this. Whoever developed this game did a pretty good job. And it looks like they added a little bit of transparency on the windows on the vehicle. You know, transparency effects were pretty hard to do on the Saturn. I mean, it looks transparent to me. I'm actually playing it on a regular CRT TV, so it has like a transparent look to me. Sometimes they use the little tricks where it's not transparent. I'm not sure if look at that. It looks pretty cool. If you're actually watching it on the video that I'm recording, it may actually show that it's not actually transparent, but they're using some sort of trick to make it look transparent, and I lost. But on the actual CRT TV, it looks legit transparent. We have a replay right here. Look at the nice, lush environment. Got the like a forest, got lots of trees, grass. Got the mountains in the background. The background graphics are amazing. The graphics are great. The audio's not bad. The music's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite, but the sound effects sound appropriate. What the hell is that? Why? Okay, let's go to the next. Let's see what happens now. Touge King the Spirit 2. Alright, I guess we choose a different vehicle? Why? This car looks pretty cool. Yeah, let's choose white. Let's skip that. Let's choose Horse B. And you can race multiple different ways on this. Let's try, let's see here, winter in the morning. add some fog right there. It's a recipe for disaster. You don't want to be driving this type of car while snowing, because you're flying over the place. See what happens here. Got a wintry mix. See, I'm already sliding over the place. Oh, what the hell is that? That was a sharp turn. I didn't even see that coming. It's one of those tracks that are a little just a tad bit confusing because there's like, oh my god, there's a lot of different places you can drive on this track, like multiple different roads and all that stuff. I don't want to say it's quite open road, but it's weird. See the snow on the trees? That actually looks pretty cool. And the driving on this game is tough. It's like a toll booth right there. Definitely did not pay a toll, and it's, even if you have an easy pass, you drove way too fast through there. You have we can drive up here now. See, there's multiple roads you can go on. I'm guessing I'm driving the wrong direction here. I went through another toll. Now in the last game, when you go into the wrong direction, you actually get like a little beeping sound that says, well, actually it doesn't say shit. It's a police siren, and it makes it sound like the police are chasing you. I thought I was being chased by police. Well, it turns out they were reminding you that you're going in the wrong direction. And I have no idea if I'm going in the right direction or not. I think I am. We got the legendary soundtrack from Touge the Spirit 2. Sounds really cool. So if we make it around the corner here. Oh, what the hell was that? That kind of confused me. It almost looks like there was a glitch. Like the 3D polygon was actually... And I lost. Which was expected. The controls are a little bit harder on the second one. I think it definitely handles better on the 3D controller. The Nights into Dreams controller. And of course you can change your view during the replay. That's pretty cool. What a cool looking car. Look at that. Did a pretty good job with the graphics on the game. I guess we had to choose another car. You know, let's choose this thing, right? It kind of looks embarrassing, this car. I guess we'll choose it. Look at that. I think there's no way that thing could possibly drive fast. So there's 3 tracks. We'll try track C or course C, whatever you want to call it. And let's give it some autumn at night with some rain. Let's see what happens here. I like that they added the weather element into this. It's actually pretty cool. And, this game I have is in pretty good shape. Most of my Saturn games are in really good shape. And you can see the rain on the road. It makes the road a little bit more slippier. So my tires are slipping over the place. So when you skid on the road or your tires slip, you can see the rain kicking up in the air. This is the nighttime mode. Oh. You can also turn all that stuff off and enjoy the actual graphics. You can get first-person view. You can see the rain hitting your windshield. That is cool. Look at that. Talk about detail, man. They added some really cool detail into the game. That's actually way ahead of its time. See water splashing up there. Check that out. You even have a dash of the vehicle right there. You're driving on the left side. It's incredible. See, I'm skidding in the rain. The rain is definitely real slippery. The dash graphics on this game kind of remind me of the old classic Need for Speed games. Am I driving in the wrong direction or what? Where the hell am I going here? I almost let's look over here for a second. Okay, for a second it looks like there's like a little off-road path you can drive on. I have a feeling that I'm driving backwards. I think that's what's going on here. Let's drive the other way. Let's see what happens. Oh no, I'm not driving backwards. So I guess when you drive backwards in this game, they do... Oh, I lost. They actually do give you a little notification that you're driving backwards. That's interesting. And check this out. Yeah, that's cool. You can pause if you want. You can change the view. So this is the replay, and you can see the windows, they kind of look transparent. You can see through there occasionally, you see the actual person driving the car. You can see it right there, that's quite interesting. Yeah, the graphics are quite nice. You have a nice, shiny vehicle. The windows are shiny. It must have been quite complex to actually make that happen on the Sega Saturn. That was actually quite interesting. You got the nice scenery. You got the trees. You got the rain coming down. Look at that. And the frame rate on this game does not drop at all. It actually handles quite well. That's a pretty good frame rate. I mean, of course, it's probably not as complex and detailed as, like, let's say, Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. But this is probably one of the games that's pretty close to it. And it would definitely give you a similar experience to, you know, if you're playing Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. You have, of course, less cars and less tracks, things like that, but you'll definitely enjoy playing Touge King the Spirit 2 on the Sega Saturn is definitely a great game. It's pretty cool. I recommend using the 3D Nights into Dreams controller. It handles better. The first game seemed like it was a little bit easier for driving, but this game you definitely want to use the 3D controllers. The D-pad it takes a little getting used to, as you can see here. So if you enjoyed this episode of High Fidelity gameplay, don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you think of Touge King the Spirit 2. Have you ever seen it before? Are you surprised by the nice hidden gem of the Sega Saturn that we present to you today? This is awesome.